So, the first law of the universe that I want to speak to you boys about is the law of assumption, because it is arguably the most important one, okay? The law of assumption basically states that whatever you assume to be true will become your reality. All right, we're going to dive in depth with this. We're going to give examples, we're going to give real life examples, how you can use this to your advantage, etc, etc. So, first of all, let's just understand what it actually is in comparison to the other ones and why I think it's so important, if not the most important one. So you hear about law of attraction. That's arguably the most well-known law of the universe, is the law of attraction, right? Which basically states that whatever you think of, basically, you will attract. You know, the thoughts create your reality. If your thoughts are negative, however, and if you have negative subconscious beliefs and you do not believe in a positive outcome, then you are never going to achieve it. This is why the law of assumption is so important, because it basically states that whatever you believe, it will in one way or another become your reality. It will become your way of seeing the world. It will become what manifests itself in your reality. Now, how does this work? So let's give you an example, right? Which I know a lot of guys could relate to, because I see it in my comments all the time. If you walk around and you believe that because of a genetic disadvantage that you have, you cannot get women. So for example, height is a big one for a lot of guys, right? They say that, because I'm 5'5", I can't get girls. And they genuinely believe that. That is what they assume to be true. So then that becomes their reality. Not even in just a spiritual sense of, you are just not attracting the right energy, but also in a logical, practical sense, in terms of, if I walk around and I believe because I've got a gap in my tooth that I can't get girls, then I'm going to naturally just hold myself with low confidence. My body language is going to be insecure. I'm going to walk around with a timid voice, because in my head I'm constantly telling myself, no girl's ever going to want me because I've got a gap in my tooth, right? Or because I'm 5'5", or whatever the fuck. If you walk around and you assume that that is the truth, this is why it pisses me off when these black pill incel guys come in my comments and say, you've just got to accept the truth, bro. This is the dark truth. You've just got to accept it. Why would I ever feed into anything that doesn't serve me in a positive way? Even if that may be the truth. Let's just say hypothetically it is the truth. No girl will ever like, which is, you know, is false. It just sounds stupid me even saying it. But no girl will ever like you if you're 5'5". Let's just assume, hypothetically for 1 second, that that is the truth. No girl on this earth is ever going to like you because you are 5'5". Now, would it do you any benefits? Would it do you any favors to feed into that belief? No, because it doesn't serve you in any positive way. It literally just strips your faith, it strips your hope away, and it stops you from being able to wake up with a bit of ambition, a bit of drive, a bit of purpose, because you've given up. There is no point, because in your brain you've assumed that no girl will ever like you because you are 5'5". Can you understand how the law of assumption is very, very powerful? Now, let's take the same guy, he's 5'5". Now, he doesn't feed into that belief. He just almost ignorantly convinces himself that he can get any girl on the planet. He can be that exception, regardless of any genetic disadvantages that this guy has. He just genuinely believes, through sheer confidence or maybe even ignorance, a bit of delusion, that he can get any girl that he wants. He just genuinely believes that. So when he steps outside the house, he's the same guy with the same genetic disadvantage, whatever you want to call it, the same excuse, except he walks outside the house with confidence. He dresses nice because he's got a bit of hope. He's got faith. So he wakes up in the morning, he has a shower, he takes care of himself. He works on his social skills and his confidence and his game, whatever you want to call it, right? He works on these things. He goes to the gym. He builds his body. He focuses on the things that he can control. And he holds himself with a confident frame. He walks around with confident body language. He makes eye contact with people when he speaks to them because he's confident and he believes he can get any girl. Even if it's not the truth. Even if, like we said, in a hypothetical universe, no girl will ever like you if you're 5'5". Just the fact that he confidently steps outside the house and works on the things that he can control because he has faith, because he believes in himself, he believes that that could be true, that will give him a better shot. It will give him even a 1% better chance at getting a girl than if he just gives up and assumes that, oh, no girl's ever going to like me. Do you understand how powerful this is, right? If you, for example, random example that I can think of, let's say you're on holiday and you jump off of a cliff into the sea. Because, yeah, well, let's go diving into the sea. Let's go cliff diving. Yeah, it's really, really fun. Let's say, God forbid, you land on your legs in a shallow part of the sea and you paralyze yourself. Okay, now you go to the doctors and the doctors tell you you're never going to walk again. They tell you that. Now, this is a fact. This has happened. You have paralyzed yourself. You've jumped off a cliff. You are now paralyzed. Would it benefit you in any way to believe what the doctors say there? Even if this sounds arrogant and, ignorant and delusional, would it benefit you to believe that? No, because then you're going to wake up with no hope. Because in your brain, you wake up every single morning and you tell yourself, this is it, this is my life, I can never ever walk again. What's the point? You may as well just convince yourself that, yeah, one, I'm strong, I'm healthy, my body has the capabilities of getting better if I do the right things. One day I can walk again if I do the right things, if I put the effort in to slowly build my strength back up, to slowly, take care of my health, whatever it is. You just almost ignorantly convince yourself that, yeah, I can do it, I can be the exception, I can be one of those miracle stories that, guy paralyzed, doctors told him he'll never walk again, but he manages to pull it off. I can be that guy. You may as well just convince yourself that you can do it. That's the law of assumption. I walk around and I convince myself, I genuinely assume this to be true, that I can get any girl on this planet. Therefore, every time I step outside my house, I walk with confidence. I hold eye contact. The way that I speak, it's just as if I already know that I've got it. It's like I expect success. And then that naturally makes me come across as more attractive to the external world. Because again, my body language, the way that they perceive me is, they perceive me in the sense of, this guy's confident just because of the way he walks. Even if I'm not confident, just because I assume that is my reality, I walk with confidence. So then other people perceive me as a confident, attractive guy. Do you understand how this all works, how it all ties in together? It's a very positive cycle to go down if you use it in the right way, but you can also use it in the negative way as well. I see a lot of guys on the internet just assuming negative things. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you... Let me focus the camera. Look at the view, by the way. It's nice. It's actually getting really warm and summery. Every single morning that I wake up now, it's getting warm. Like I'm walking around in this fleece, no coat on, bruv. Get to flex the non-existent forearm gains and show off the tattoos. It's nice. Makes a difference. But yeah, some guys will feed into the negative beliefs and they'll say, well, because I've got no jawline, because I'm 5'5", because I'm Indian, whatever, I can never get girls. And that's what they genuinely believe. They assume that is the truth. Therefore, it becomes their reality. Because then they walk around with no confidence. Even if a girl was checking them out, they would rationalize it in their brain as, nah, she's just looking at me because I'm weird or because I'm ugly. She's laughing at me behind my back. She might actually genuinely be attracted to you, but because you don't believe it, you're not going to see the signs. You're not going to pick up on the signs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you see how powerful this is? So, with this understanding, now that I've walked you through it, you understand how it works and how the universe literally responds to whatever you assume to be true, right? Now you can use it to your advantage. This is your homework. I want you to practice this every single day. Never ever feed into anything that takes power away from you, even if someone states it to be a fact. Even if the doctors say, yeah, you're never going to walk again. That's a fact. The doctors have told you that. What good is it going to do to believe that? You're still in the same situation. You're still paralyzed regardless. You may as well just genuinely convince yourself that one day I'm going to get better. One day I'll be able to walk again. Why wouldn't you do that? Because then it gives you hope. Then you wake up with a bit of hope, a bit of faith in life. You wake up and you can still smile because you've convinced yourself that one day I'm going to walk again. I've got something to look forward to, rather than just giving up. Believe in whatever gives you positivity, whatever gives you faith, whatever gives you hope. If I come on YouTube and I genuinely convince myself that I'm never gonna be successful, no one's ever gonna like my content, then guess what? No one's ever gonna like my content, because I'm gonna come on the camera with a negative, low vibration, with boring energy, with miserable energy, because I believe that no one's ever gonna like me. So why would I put effort in anyway? Whereas I've convinced myself that, yeah, I'm made for this shit. This is my calling, whatever you want to say, right? So therefore I come on camera with energy. I come on camera and inspire you guys every single fucking day, because I believe that this is what I was put here to do. Can you see the difference? The power of belief is very, very profound, and I want you guys to practice this every single day. Be aware of the thoughts that you get. Be aware of the beliefs that you have subconsciously. Meditate, visualize, change those beliefs. Tell yourself positive words consciously every single day, and you may as well just convince yourself that, yeah, I can get any girl that I want on this planet. There is no limitations. There is no league for me. That doesn't exist. I can get any girl. I can be that exception. I've had that mindset for so long, and I've actually pulled it off as well. I've made that a reality. Because again, like I said before, whatever you assume to be true will become your reality. I've had this mindset of like, I can get any girl on this planet. And then guess what? Girls have told me, I never really go for guys like you. Or I don't really date white guys, for example. Just an example. This genuinely happened before as well. A black girl came up to me, and an Asian girl, and said to me, you know what, I don't really date white guys, but there's something different about you. There we go. I'm the exception just because I believe that I could be. If I just gave up and said, no, you know what, this girl doesn't like white guys, so I may as well just give up. I can't be the exception. She doesn't like white guys. She'll never want me. I didn't believe in that. I'm that guy. I can be the exception in any situation. I can defy the odds. So practice this. This is your homework. Practice it. Study it. Only ever believe things that give you power. Someone tells you, oh, well, don't do that because it'll give you cancer. I know, in a sense, this sounds like stupid advice. It sounds like ignorant advice. But if you, let's say, for example, you enjoy smoking cigars, right? You enjoy smoking cigars. People tell you, if you smoke cigars, you're going to get lung cancer. You know that you're never going to give cigars up because you enjoy smoking cigars. Just such a random example. I don't even smoke, but you understand the point, right? You enjoy smoking cigars. Therefore, you know, as an individual, you're never going to give them up because you enjoy doing it. That's what gives you joy, whatever, great. That gives you pleasure. That's your little guilty pleasure. That's your vice. So you know that you're never going to give it up. Now, why would you feed into the belief, knowing that you're never going to give cigars up, that, one day this might give me lung cancer? Why would you may as well just genuinely convince yourself that it's not, that I'm different. I'm one of those guys that smokes and lives until he's 90, right? Lives until he's 110. You get people like that eat shit, they smoke, all they do is eat chocolate, loads of sugar, they live till like 100. The power of belief, very, very profound. You may as well just convince yourself that, nah, I'm the exception. I'm that guy. Why wouldn't you do that? Why would you feed, oh, you know what, one day I'm going to get cancer. Why would you feed into that belief? No, cancer can't get me. Simple as that. I genuinely believe that. I'm not, this isn't some inspirational speech. I genuinely look in the mirror and I believe. When I see these adverts on TV and stuff, and, you know, this negative fear-mongering propaganda that they push in your face on the internet and stuff like that, I just believe that I'm the exception. I can't get cancer. It just won't happen to me. Simple as that. My body's built different, bruv. I just genuinely believe that, right? And I know it sounds ignorant and it sounds stupid me saying this out loud, but can you understand the logic behind it? And again, you understand as well because you're intelligent. You've probably seen these studies before. You understand that your body responds to what you think, right? You've heard about the placebo effect. You've heard about, if I give you a pill, I'm a doctor, you trust me. I give you a pill, okay? I tell you that this pill will cure your cancer. Let's say you've got cancer. Fucking horrible examples I'm using today. God forbid, right? Let's say you've got cancer. I give you a pill and I tell you this pill will completely eliminate and cure you of cancer forever. It will never come back. That's it. Right? The pill is is nothing. It doesn't have anything in it. But just because I've told you that, you trust me, you have now genuinely believed that pill will cure your cancer. Your body is now going to respond in an optimal way to start healing itself. Because you believe, this is scientifically proven. This isn't even spiritual anymore. This is scientifically proven. Your body will start healing itself. It will start putting itself in a parasympathetic nervous system to fight infections and diseases in your body. Just because you believe that it will. That is how powerful the placebo effect is. Sometimes it's more powerful than actual drugs. Bro, practice this shit every day. Believe. Tell yourself, I'm strong, I'm healthy. Only feed into positive beliefs. Your body will respond to what you think. If you think a sexual thought right now, your body will respond to it. Your dick will start getting hard. You'll start feeling aroused. Nothing's happening, bro. You're just standing here in the park talking to your phone, right? But just because you have convinced yourself that is reality through your imagination, through a thought, through your mind, your body starts to respond to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is powerful fucking shit. Study the laws of the universe. I'm going to be making more videos. I might turn this into a series, right? This is part 1. The law of assumption is part 1 because I believe that this is genuinely the most important law that you can understand and master. Because if you've mastered the law of attraction, you know, you understand the law of vibration, you understand the law of polarity, you understand all these other different laws of the universe, but then you believe negative beliefs. You have negative beliefs about yourself. What's the point? It's not going to work. You must be operating on a positive frequency. You must be operating with positive beliefs in mind. So take this as a reminder. Take this as your homework now to only feed into things that give you power. Only feed into things that make you stronger and healthier and more positive and more fulfilled with life. Don't ever feed into anything negative. Don't ever feed into anything that makes you feel fear. You may as well just ignorantly convince yourself the complete opposite. Because life is life anyway. Life is just going to keep passing regardless. Time's going to keep passing regardless. You may as well live it with the most positive and faithful mindset. Understood? Coaching is down below in the description if you want to learn more from me. This will be a series, so I'll make some more videos about the laws of the universe. I think this is very, very interesting and is also the secret to my success. Once you guys understand how you can use your mind to literally attract what you want with the power of the universe, with the energy of the universe, you can achieve anything. Literally anything. That girl that you want, you can get her. The money that you want, you can get it. The success that you want on YouTube, you can fucking get it. The life that you want, the freedom that you want, all of it, you can completely attract it. I'll walk you guys through this, and we're going to win together. We're going to go to the top together. All right, coaches down below. I'll see you there. Bam.